Monuments in Ahmedabad, like the palace in Shahbag, Azam Khan Sarai, Sujat Khan's Mosque, and the tomb of Nawab Sardar Khan are among the major monuments representing Mughal architecture in Gujarat. The Mughals had ruled India from 1526 AD to 1712 AD. The dynasty was gifted with brilliant military tacticians and administrators whose rule lasted 2 long centuries over a vast area of the Indian subcontinent. Akbar, the most famous among the Mughals, is justly called the Great for his statesmanship as well as for his military and administrative prowess. It was Jahangir, who, prior to his becoming the emperor, as the governor of Gujarat, had undertaken repairs on the damaged old part of the Badra Palace and Fort Sidi Bashir Mosque, is perhaps the most iconic monument, located in the city of Ahmedabad in Gujarat. It has always been in the limelight due to its unique construction, and of course the tallest minarets in the whole of Ahmedabad called the Jhalta Minar or shaking minarets. Each minaret is about 21 meters high and 3 stories tall. They have delicately carved balconies, and a staircase running through them. It was observed in the 19th century that a gentle shaking of either minaret resulted in the other minaret to also vibrate after a few seconds. However, the connecting passage between them remains free of that effect. Though the mechanism of this is not known, the layered construction is thought to be a factor. Most of Sidi Bashir Mosque that was built in 1461, has been destroyed over the years. All that's left to see are these 2 minarets and a central gateway. Their architecture brilliance is what commands a visit even today, though entry to the minarets have been restricted. With its numerous monuments, Ahmedabad, the Old City, in particular, was the first city in India to be declared a UNESCO World Heritage City, in 2017. One of the reasons for this is its history of peaceful coexistence of several religions, some of which has manifested in the harmonious blend of Hindu styles in Islamic buildings, such as mosques and tombs. The 3-storied minarets, constructed in the Indo-Saracenic style with Rajputana influence, are narrow and not very tall. At around 70 feet, they have delicately carved balconies around each level. There is also beautiful stonework along the base. Curiously, despite their proximity to the railway station, they do not shake when trains pass by. It is believed the minarets were constructed on a cushioning foundation of naturally porous flexible sandstone called ataclamite, found in the Haryana region, to avoid any damage from earthquakes. Historian Rana Safety once wrote that it was the earthquake-resistant construction that gave them their shaking character. Indeed, according to architect James Ferguson, an expert on ancient Indian architecture, these minars are the best surviving examples of shaking minarets dotting Ahmedabad's skyline. There were others at the Jama Masjid and Bibi Ki Masjid, which have not survived. Another pair of shaking minarets at the Raj Bibi Mosque was apparently dismantled by the British, who wanted to understand the cause of the vibrations, but later could not put them back together. At the time when Ahmedabad city was built, which was during the reign of Ahmad Shah, 1410 to 1443 AD, Sarkh was a village with a population consisting of weavers and indigo dyers who were predominantly Hindu. It became associated with the name of Sheikh Ahmed Khwaja Gunjbakhsh, a Sufi saint and a friend/advisor to Sultan Ahmed Shah, who in his later years retired to the quiet environment of Sarkh, away from the city. Located 8 kilometers southwest of the old center in Makarba, Sarkh rose as a mosque, tomb and palace complex dedicated to the memory of Ahmed Shah's spiritual advisor, Ahmed Khwaja Gunjbakhsh. The elegant, though dilapidated, buildings cluster around a great tank, constructed by Sultan Mahmud Bagauda, Shah's grandson, in the mid-15th century. It's an atmospheric place that was used as a retreat by several of Ahmedabad's rulers. The mausoleums of Mahmud Bagauda, by the entrance, with geometric jalis casting patterns of light on the floor, and Gunjbakhsh, the largest in Gujarat, are both here. The place has a cheery communal feel with locals picnicking in its large courtyard. Sheikh Ahmed Khwaja Gunjbakhsh was a friend and advisor of Ahmad Shah, the ruler of the Gujarat Sultanate from 1411 until his death in 1442. Bakhsh retired to Sarkh in the last few years of his life and died here in 1445. Muhammad Shah II, the successor of Ahmad Shah, commissioned a tomb for Sheikh Bakhsh which was completed in 1451. The next sultan, Mahmud Bagauda, expanded the complex by building the Sarkh lake around the tomb. He ordered to build a mausoleum for himself and his family right opposite Gunjbakhsh's tomb. His son Muzaffar Shah II and his queen Rajbai are buried here.